Hi everybody, this is the baseball height, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion. Your host, and welcome back to the baseball hut, and hopefully you like this video. And hit that subscribe button. I would mention as we get this video started, I am under the weather. So I have a bit of a cold, and that's why there was no video on Tuesday night after the Mets lost to the Marlins. This video is being recorded before the final game against them in Miami. I would mention, stayed home today. Just wasn't feeling it. You know, when you get up in the morning, you don't feel it, and that's how I feel right now. But there was a article that came out from the Post, I guess in the middle of the night, 3:55 a.m. But here's the headline. Sandy Alcantara could be Mets target if he gets put on trade block in future. If he were to become available this season, Sandy Alcantara would likely become the most coveted pitcher on the trade market. The Marlins ace is 29, coming off Tommy John surgery, but his fastball still flirts with triple digits, and with a Cy Young award to his name, he remains among MLB's top pitching talents. The Mets lost to Alcantara, and the Marlins 4-2 on Tuesday in his second start back from surgery. They previously saw enough of Alcantara, who went 5 innings and gave up 2 runs on 3 hits, while striking out 4 on Tuesday in spring training, to know their arsenal is still there. He also pitches for a franchise in another rebuild and will potentially waste prime years until he reaches free agency. The right-hander signed through 2026. The Marlins hold a club option on him for 2027. Will the Marlins trade him this season? It's a notion that team's president of baseball operations, Peter Bendix, didn't dismiss when talking to reporters last week. The Mets are undoubtedly paying attention. In the clubhouse, the Mets franchise player seemed intrigued by the possibility of Alcantara when it was broached to him by the Post on Tuesday. It would be one of the best trades that we could have, Juan Soto said. I knew we have great pitching here, but adding a Cy Young winner like that would be huge. Soto also added it's going to take a lot to get him, and ain't that the truth? But the Mets outfield is confident the Mets were to land him, the pitcher would bring his game to an even higher level. Quote, if he goes to a team that has a chance to compete at the end, I think you're going to see who he is. Soto said he's doing that on a team that has no serious chance to go to the playoffs, but he keeps trying and competing even without run support. Whenever he goes to a winning team, you're going to see what Sandy Alcantara is capable of. Soto was asked what is so special about Alcantara. He's really smart. He knows what he's doing. He's really brave. He's not scared to come in at people, and he's going to attack you when he does. There's a concern about this Mets team. It's a starting rotation that lacks true ace. Now, I would mention the Mets pitching has been very good so far, across the board. Other than Clay Holmes' start opening day, all the stars have pitched rather well. I thought Kodai Senga pitched well. I think he made 2 bad pitches in the game on Tuesday, but the Met pitching has been excellent. I would mention that you do know that Shomania had a setback with his oblique, so he's been pushed back for 2 weeks. He's not going to be able to throw a pitch or anything for quite a while. That's unfortunate. I'm not too concerned. There's plenty of time. Just get started. We're barely into April, to be honest with you. Kodai Senga carried that label 2 years ago, but the right-hander missed almost all of last season and returned to the mound Tuesday against the Marlins. Clay Holmes, David Peterson, Griffin Canning, and Tyler McGill, the other members of the rotation in its present form, with Sean Manaea and Frankie Montas both off on the horizon. Obviously, Manaea's rehab from an oblique strain went backward in recent days. It'll be shut down, like I said, for another 2 weeks. Paul Blackburn is another pitcher in the starting rotation mix on the injured list. Alcantara would potentially give the Mets a top-of-the-rotation presence to challenge Chris Sale, Zach Wheeler, or Blake Snell in the postseason. Now, I would mention about Alcantara. This is a guy that goes into the 8th inning. Into the 8th inning before he got hurt. This is a guy that had, he wasn't afraid. He had a heavy workload back a few years ago. Quote, it would almost be like adding Soto. Francisco Lindor said, you add Soto, it's going to help the team. You add Alcantara, it's going to help the team. Well, whatever. Starlin Marte spent 2 seasons as Alcantara's teammate with the Marlins, said the all-star pitcher would thrive in the New York spotlight. He has the stuff and mental makeup to be able to play in New York, Marte said to an interpreter. He's got the mental strength, physical gifts to be able to have success here. And I think we have shown that we help pitchers even more. I mean, the Mets have done a great job on the last year, really improving the performances of the guys on the mound. Obviously, We saw that with Luis Severino. He's no longer here. So with Sean Manaea. He's not here right now. But, I think he's going to get traded. All the big teams are going to be on him. The Mets, the Yankees, possibly the Braves, the Dodgers, the Cubs. All the big teams that have any kind of chance are going to be in on him. Well, you let me know what you think about this video. And, of course, please subscribe to Baseball Hut, and I'll see you later.